A majority of EU members have approved their biggest ever free trade deal with a group of Latin American countries. The agreement marks an end to 25 years of negotiations. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen will travel to Paraguay next week to sign the deal before it heads to the European Parliament for the final approval. The deal has prompted protests in some countries, including Poland and France, as critics say it could impact farmers around the bloc. Environmentalists have also overwhelmingly opposed the agreement, fearing it will worsen deforestation and undermine climate goals. William Denselow filed this report for CNA from Brussels.
More than 2 decades in the making, but it seems that finally a qualified majority has been reached for the European side to get the deal with Mercosur, this group of South American nations, over the line. This comes after Italy, that had requested this vote to be pushed back in December, seemingly has got on board with the plan. What this move means is conceivably the world's biggest free trade agreement. This conceivably could be a huge boon for a number of European sectors, such as machinery, such as the EU's auto sector, as well as goods including wine and cheese heading to parts of South America. When it comes to the benefits, well, amplified there, and could be hugely beneficial for much of Europe at a time when there is so much uncertainty when it comes to tariffs imposed by the United States, geopolitics in general, and a rise in protectionism. But of course, there are still huge detractors, many that still vehemently oppose this plan. 5 European nations didn't get on board with this, including France, who remain vehemently opposed. Farmers across Europe have been protesting in recent weeks, adamant that this deal with Mercosur will be detrimental to the agricultural sector here in Europe. They believe that this kind of free trade agreement could lead to a flood of cheaper, less regulated goods entering the European market, damaging their livelihoods going forward. Now, the European Union has tried to appease these farmers in recent weeks by providing billions of dollars more for the farming sector in the upcoming budget, as well as having investigative mechanisms to come in. So should there be a big drop-off in prices going forward, then an investigation would therefore be triggered to help protect the sector. But what we're hearing from several farming lobby groups is that that isn't sufficient. They want further action and for this deal to still be scrapped. There are calls for the European Parliament to not go through and endorse this plan. There are also some calls from the far right in French politics to even censure politicians, both in France and here in Brussels too. For CNA, I'm William Denselow in Brussels.